On this social media platform, for the most part, people expose themselves. And whose content that you choose to digest says a lot about you, and it exposes you. I say that because I hear all this talk about PEDs and Victor Conti and who's on steroids, and Terence Crawford looks massive, Devin Haney looks massive, Brian Norman Jr., is he even testing, and all this other stuff. And I just want to say, number one, boxing, you have opted out the conversation of talking about some clean drug testing or clean sport. That shit went out the window. I don't even know what's wrong with y'all. I don't even know why we having this conversation. The boxing world has made it clear, and everybody in every group, black, white, brown, Hispanic, everybody stood by and didn't say two words about it. So what do you look like anybody open their mouth about any fighter taking any type of drugs after you have made it clear you do not care? Now back to how these people on social media expose themselves. Eddie Reynoso, as you know, gets caught with another fighter, his seventh fighter. And you want to know the crazy thing? He's going to get caught with an eighth fighter, right? But yet, when I look up on my feed, I'm seeing Terence Crawford PEDs. I'm seeing Brian Norman PEDs. I'm seeing snack PEDs, snack fighters, snack this. But don't nobody want to touch Eddie Reynoso and his 7 fighters. These people expose themselves at the end of the day. What do you look like as a man, as a content creator, or even as a man of color? The only thing you reporting on is some Terence Crawford, some Brian Norman Jr., some Devin Haney, some snack this, some snack that, but you ain't made one video or open or even cracked your lips to talk about Eddie Reynoso and the obvious human enhancement lab that he got going on over there. None of y'all want to touch it. So with that being said, stop being buck dancers. Stop spreading your cheeks. Stop being a self-hating coon. All right. And don't talk about none of it. Because what kills me is we got 7 freaking fighters. There's no but it's Terence Crawford, Brian Norman Jr., and Devin Haney all day long on your feed. What the fuck is wrong with you? And if you are talking about it, show balance. There is no balance. There is no balance at all. You could say that from the media side, and you could say that from the YouTube side. On the YouTube side, I don't know what's wrong with you black content creators only being fascinated with shitting on your own fucking people. And if you are going to shit, you know what I'm saying, spread it out evenly. Just like what happens over here. We spread this shit out evenly so we can talk about any and everybody, because we ain't pulling no punches back. But to see y'all work very hard to try to talk shit about Terence Crawford and PEDs, and y'all done had Canelo Alvarez in front of y'all face for umpteenth years and accepted scorecard cheating, accepted PED cheating and all type of shit. And y'all sitting up here thinking that you have the right to have a conversation about snack Victor Conti, Terence Crawford, Brian Norman Jr., or Devin Haney. You got to be fucking joking. Like, what are y'all, kids? Because y'all not operating like adults, at least not mentally. Like, who do you think you fooling? Y'all can't sit up here and wag a finger at nobody. You dropped the ball on that. Don't you understand? You dropped the ball. Just like on prejudice in boxing, you dropped the fucking ball. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about anybody cheating anybody. None of it. Because on the other side of things, these boxers, these American boxers, y'all don't talk about or express what you go through, your bias, or how everybody's game on you getting cheated against. You guys won't even protect your fucking selves. So when it comes to the conversation of PEDs, I don't want to hear about any fight. I don't want to hear about it about nobody. I don't want to hear about it. You guys accept floppy gloves. You guys accept taking a knee, You guys accept taking a pill in the middle of a fight. You guys will accept drinking out of suspicious water bottles. You guys will accept failed PED tests. You guys will accept a person failing a PED test and still giving permission to go fight, and then on top of that lose the fight and then rob the person that they take PEDs against. You guys are for all that shit. So you can't seriously be talking about having a conversation or talk about who ain't signed up to no VADA testing, who ain't taking this and who ain't taking that. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because it's fake. And you only turn it on when you want to. You turn it off and on. You care about drug testing when it's this guy, when it's that guy. You don't care about what do you talk about, or you turning the other way. And until y'all conversations reach that of a level of a Victor Conte on the same end as y'all talking about Eddie Reynoso, then, you know, you'll have something to talk about. But until y'all conversations about Eddie Reynoso catch up to y'all Victor Conte conversations and y'all Terence Crawford conversations, shut the fuck up with your mark ass. You fucking coon. Jesus Christ, man. We sit up here talk about these Mexicans. Hey, low key, it's damn near more racist black folks against black folks than everybody else. I mean, no, I'm exaggerating. Ain't nobody beat no Mexicans when it comes to prejudice. Sorry. But for the most part, most of these so-called black boxing fans, they racist they damn self. They ain't got no heat or no smoke for nobody that ain't got a tan, that ain't got no melanin. I mean, literally go out of their way to fuck over a black fighter, but yet call themselves being part of the LDBC or part of this or part of it. Man, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's why I stick to the side of truth. I don't pick no group. I don't pick no color. I side with truth. With truth, I'll always win. I'm always on the right team. I ain't got to worry about this. I ain't got to worry about that. I'm on the side of truth, but y'all can't seriously think that y'all can sit up here and talk about no damn PEDs, man. Like, it's a fucking joke. And to see all the people who open their mouth but don't say nothing about Eddie Reynoso, man, y'all look so stupid, and I ain't got no respect from y'all. That goes from mainstream media to anybody on the fucking internet, man. You guys are a fucking joke, man. And that's where it comes down to me saying this simple thing. And it's probably a void being said, but we all know it's true. Truthfully, at the end of the day, when you look up and you see these dudes like Shane Mosley and Timothy Bradley and all this stuff like this, the truth of the matter is, and the youth been basically trying to say it, and this is why respect was lost from the elders to the youth. Most older black men are fucking haters, bro. I know it hurt to hear it and stuff like that, but we've been known this. You know what I'm saying? This is why the respect got lost from the elders. It actually happened like in the Gen X generation. You know, as cool as Gen X is, a lot of fucking haters, bro. A lot of fucking haters come from that generation, bro. But to be honest with you, most older black men is fucking haters, and they don't want to help you out. I know this personally. Black men don't like sharing game. Okay? And they want to be the only big dog, you know what I'm saying, on the playground. That's what most black men fucking problem is. The ego is the black man and the black woman's biggest fucking vice. And no, didn't nobody do this to you. It wasn't because of what happened in the past. This shit was already within us, to be honest. But that's basically what it boils down to. Most older black men are haters, and you really can't trust in them, you know, to help you build your future, because they'll try to fuck you over because they jealous. A lot of our so-called parents aren't even grown. They grew physically, but mentally they didn't grow up. So a lot of times when we have problems with our parents, is because our parents are still 15, 20, 25 and stuff like that. A lot of the shit that we had with our parents come from my parents still trying to be fucking young in they damn self. And that's the other thing the culture suffers from. The culture don't want to grow up. The culture is afraid of getting older. It's another thing that I noticed. That's why all the petty shit persists. Because honestly, for some reason, in our culture, we fear getting older. We feel like we're old at 24 and 25. That shit is ridiculous. I've never heard of no shit like that. But there's no maturity and don't nobody want to grow up and everybody want to be young forever. So therefore you get a lot of immature people, and the people that's supposed to be your elders that show you the way, they still trying to live out their high school dreams. They're still trying to be that. They're still trying to be the man at 40, 30, and 50. Hell, and even 60. That's the truth of it, bro. That's the truth of it. That's why we got so much hate going on and we can't cheer for each other in the proper way. Because although we might know we being ganged up against, there's some of us who just can't hold their mud. They hate us. People that look like them so fucking bad that they can't play the game of participation for the sake of the group. They have to join in with the people who hate you as a whole just because they personally dislike you, because they can't stand you. And you don't do nothing but look like them and experience the same thing that they do. It's fucking stupid, bro. And you guys will continue to do it. And most black men are coons. They bend over. They don't really stand up. You don't really see no black man in no fucking media no more, bro. You don't. When you do, that's when you get hate like Bill Haney got. Because that's all Bill Haney doing. Stand up like a black man and look at all the people that's mad at him. And I'm going to say this in closing to give you a final example of what I'm talking about. Just in case it's somebody, oh no, that's not true. Come on, we all know it's true. Stop it. Shane Mosley been saying a lot of shit about Devin Haney, right? In the media, right? And it seems to come out of nowhere, right? Well, if you go on Instagram, I don't know the guy's name, but he explained why Shane Mosley was saying all the negative stuff that he was saying about Devin Haney in the media. And Shane, he said this because him and Shane Mosley talked. They had a text exchange and he showed the whole conversation. And Shane Mosley revealed his real problem with Devin Haney is Devin Haney rented one of his properties during a fight, training camp session or whatever. And they end up messing up some curtains and some carpet or whatever and whatnot. And Shane Mosley wanted to bill Devin Haney for the charges. Devin Haney ain't had no problem or whatever and whatnot. Anyways, he come back. The charges look like outrageous or something like that. Devin Haney want to send his people in there to go fix it because that'll be cheaper versus what Shane Mosley is telling them. But Shane Mosley doesn't want that. So therefore, Devin Haney has never paid him supposedly for the damages. So because of that business relationship, this dude went on social media and talked shit about him professionally when his real problem with him was business-wise and money. They had a business deal that went sour, or did some business and it went sour. So therefore, since our business went sour, let me go on Fight Hype and talk bad about you. And this is a fucking grown-ass man. Man, if I have a problem with you as far as money goes or whatever and whatnot, I'm going to handle it the legal way, the proper way. What I'm not going to do is just because me and you had a falling out about some property that got damaged and being compensated, I am not going to come up with a motive to try to shit on you in the media just because you didn't pay me some money. Because the media depends on people like Shane Mosley to give his honest opinion based off being a professional boxer. And he knows that. So he used his professional clout as far as the media goes to say something about Devin Haney that he really doesn't feel or wouldn't exist if Devin Haney paid for the damages and everything went fine. You wouldn't be hearing nothing negative about Shane Mosley and Devin Haney. Okay? That is the perfect example when I'm talking about these older motherfuckers. It always be hating on the fucking youth and they ain't got no fucking maturity. I would have been mature enough not to have done that to Devin Haney. Me being a professional boxer myself, knowing how the media works. If I got a problem with you, I'm going to take it up legally. I'm going to send you an invoice. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure the situation is resolved and I get my money. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to use my status in the media to say something about you that is not true simply because we had a bad business dealing. So when you see Shane Mosley saying all this negative shit on social media, that's why. If you don't believe me, it's on Instagram. I'm pretty sure you can find it. I didn't feel like going to look it up. But my man has the entire conversation and the entire text message exchange where Shane Mosley broke it down. So this dude's out here hating because of some property damage. Now, how many other boxers is doing some shit like that in the media because of what happened behind the scenes, or maybe somebody didn't respect them enough, or maybe they didn't smile at them, or maybe they didn't light up when they walk into a room, and then these guys get on the camera saying fucked up shit because they feel some kind of way. It's female shit, bro.